guys, and welcome back. My name is Stephanie, and today we're out here with our raised beds, and you guys are not going to believe this. It's 67 degrees right now. I can't believe it. I am in a t-shirt and I'm actually hot, but I'm loving this. It's not going to stay. It's supposed to drop back down into the 40s and 50s kind of thing, which is normal for this time of year, but I am loving this gorgeous weather right now. And we had built these raised beds the other day, and I talked about putting the fence up on these guys, which we did finish. Now this isn't by no means a foolproof thing with these fences. It's mainly just kind of a deterrent, especially from our cat, so that she's not using it as a litter box, and hopefully for other critters as well. And all we did was we tapped in a couple nails that are slightly sticking out around these 3x3s or whatever they are that are sticking up, and also along the bottom. That this little, it's just little 2-foot fence or whatever it is, 2.5-foot fence that's being brought around the outside, and we just hooked it around the nails. We had this lying around from our old property that we had used a couple times, and I saved them and brought them with us, and they worked out perfectly for this, and we made it, where you going, so that I can easily unhook these, take it down, get inside, and then rehook it across wherever I want to. So that worked out really, really well. But today we're going to be planting 2 different crops in these, or excuse me, 3 different crops in these, and 1 in the vegetable garden. We're going to be planting radishes out here today, the first round of radishes. We're going to be planting onions out here today. We're going to be planting our carrots out here today. Careful! And then in the other regular garden, we're going to be planting our peas today as well, if we can hopefully get to that. With the raised beds, I'm going to try square foot gardening for the first time. This one is our carrot bed, and as you can see, it's pretty sandy, but we also have black cow in there. We did the equivalent of about 2 inches out of 10 inches of soil that are sand. We did just an inch or so of the black cow. Carrots and things like that don't like to have too many nutrients and too much compost, or they tend to split. And then the rest is topsoil. Mix that all together. Okay, so I just got through planting a red cord chantenay, and now I'm planting a carrot pusa asita, which is supposed to be one of the darkest purple, almost black carrots that you can get. So very, very nutritious. There's all different health benefits of all the different kind of colored carrots that you can get, which is why I'm planting a variety of the colors that I prefer. So what I've done here is, this was not my idea. I did take this from other people, but I basically made a square foot garden chart, because things, I won't use this for every crop, but things like carrots are so incredibly tiny that they're difficult to deal with without ending up wasting your seeds. Carrots can be planted 16 to the square foot. So what I've done is I've cut a 9x9 piece of cardboard that will fit directly in the center of a square foot section. And then we've spaced it out so that it has 16 carrots. So basically every 3 inches in here, I put a dot and a dot. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we cut holes in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, which equals up to 16 carrots. So basically, to make it super simple, all I do is, sorry, try to keep an eye on my son at the same time here, is we just take a couple carrots, hopefully the wind doesn't blow them away, dump them out into the center, and then just like when I'm planting my seeds inside, I like to do 2 per spot, and that way if one seed doesn't germinate, hopefully the other one does. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to scrape 2 seeds to each spot, so 2 seeds into each hole. And once you have them into each spot, I'll go ahead and I'll move my paper over to the next square foot. There we go. And take a little bit of dirt from where we haven't planted yet, and just cover those seeds up a little bit. Hey, talking with those ducks? Okay, so we finished planting all our carrots over there. Originally we had only planned on 4 types of carrots, which was the red chantenay, which I got from Seed Savers, which is where I got most of my other seeds that you've seen inside. The rest of my carrots I did get from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, because Seed Savers, they had a couple varieties, but they didn't have the purples and things like that I wanted. Hi, sweetie. So that's a picture of a carrot. That's what we're telling the folks about. But we got a Pusa Redhira, I hope I say that right, Rudira, I'm not sure, Pusa Rudira red. So that's our red variety of carrot. And then we did get another type of purple carrot, which was a black nebula that has more of a white center on it. It's not as deep of a purple. And then Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, because I ordered all my carrots through them, sent me a surprise gift, which I planted a couple of. They sent me 30 seeds of a cosmic purple carrot. I guess it has a purple skin, and then the insides can be yellow or red, I think it said it was. Yellow or orange on the inside, I apologize. Otherwise, we're gonna start planting our onions in this bed here, which I also have the 2 inches of sand in it with the topsoil, but then I have extra black cow in here because they're a bulb, which means that they like more nutrients versus the roots. They're still gonna need a lot of nitrogen and all that good stuff. So, and I'm planting 3 different kinds of onions. We're going with onion sets, not seeds. Seeds are a pain in the butt, so we bought sets. We're gonna do sets. We have a yellow rock. We have a red Weathersfield and a white Ebenezer. So what I did with these is onions are smaller per square foot. You're only doing 9 per square foot. I'm not using a little chart like I did with the other one, but I did go through and just mark some lines, just indents in the soil to see where each one of my square foots is so that I can get them a little bit more properly spaced. And then we're gonna place 9 onions in each square foot and put them about 1 inch deep and let them grow out. So I'm gonna get started on that, and we'll give them some good water afterwards. Oh, I love you too. I love you. What? We're planting onions. Okay, so we got all the onions in, which is awesome. We have about 66 white onions. We have about 72 yellow onions, and then 60 red onions. I was a little disappointed the red onions. I'm not sure what happened. I just bought them last week, but I pulled them out of the netting and a bunch of them had actually started to grow and died off. It actually had a blue mold on them. So I was a little annoyed about that. The white ones looked decent and the yellow ones actually looked really good. They had really nice big sets in there that were ready to grow. I think they'll do good. So now I'm just gonna brush the soil around to get these guys covered up and give them a really good watering. Last bed here is a combination of early Scarlet Globe radishes, which is what I'm planting now, and then the other end is going to be beets, but I'm not going to be planting those for another week or 2. And the radishes I'm planting just like the carrots at 16 per square foot, but I'm not using the little diagram. I could if I wanted, but the seeds are big enough and easy enough to handle that I can kind of guesstimate the space and just spread them around. I did, however, just like the onions, give myself a little grid to give myself something basically to work off of. And this bed here doesn't have any sand in it and has extra nutrients for these heavy feeders like the beets. And so we have about 3/5 of it is topsoil and 2/5 of it is the black cow, and it's all tilled together. So now that we got the raised beds all planted, we've got to get our peas planted, which I am a little late. I wanted to plant my peas closer to Easter weekend than now, but it's not too late yet. And me and Chris just worked on putting up this trellis, which I'm really excited about. We did have the trellises from last year, but the jute twine that I used did not hold up well to the heavy winter snows that we had. I wanted to do the metal fences anyways. My parents always used the metal trellises, and they have trellises that they had when I was a kid that they still use and move around, so this is going to work really, really well, I hope. It's just simple 2x4 square fencing over from Tractor Supply. I got a good deal on 100 feet of it. It's 60 inches tall. We have a little bit of it off the ground that gives the plants a little bit of room to grow before they start grabbing onto the trellis. And then my husband Chris, if you guys know, he's an electrician. He did a demo job recently where he was able to pull some pipe out of that job that we're gonna be able to use and bring home. And that's actually what we stuck into the ground on either end here. It's down into the ground a good ways, so it should be nice and sturdy. And then we just tie wrap this fence onto it. This area here is where I'm trying the deep mulch method for the first time, and so I have already gone through and I pulled all that mulch back to make a nice little trench, dug a little bit into the soil, and that's where I'm going to lay my peas. And then I'll cover it up with the soil, and we're going to leave the mulch back until those plants are nice and grown, and then we'll push it in around the plants as the plants kind of tell us that they want it and need it. So that's a plan. Okay guys, so I'm feeling really good about today, and Chris is over next to me off camera there. He's just tying off and anchoring off these two poles here to give them a little bit more tension with the heavy fence on it. But the peas are in the ground, radishes in the ground, carrots are in the ground, onions in the ground, seedlings, and the little chicks are doing well, which I will update you guys on that soon. But otherwise, I appreciate you watching this video. If you liked it, definitely hit that like button because it helps me out a ton, and I really appreciate it. And always think about subscribing because we'll be sharing all the fun stuff that we're doing here all year long. But otherwise, I appreciate all of your support. I love you all. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and this weekend to come. I hope you guys are getting the chance to get outside as well. I will see you on the next one. God bless, and bye-bye.